seen, I think 2 weeks ago, Southampton beat Chelsea away. So we have to play an outstanding performance on Sunday to beat Southampton, and at the bottom it's very close. So they will be front foot, they will be aggressive, they will everything do to collect points here. So we have to be 100% and give the best performance to beat them.
We know, and then we know they can have a stronger start, and we know Old Trafford will be pushing them forward. We will try to have a plan for every minute of the game, and we are working in our principles and how we want to attack the game. And I'm worried about the first minute, I'm worried about the last minute, so I need to be prepared for any situation.
5 o'clock tomorrow.
Predicting the future. Not the first one done that. Right, let's talk about Manchester United first of all, because as I mentioned just then, we've seen them respond to the 7-0 defeat in the Europa League against Real Betis last night, winning by 4-1. It was a much better performance from Manchester United, but again, do we need to see them back that up against Southampton to really put that game to bed from last week?
Yeah, we need to see that. What I found quite telling was that Ten Hag kept the same team, the same 11, and started them again, midweek. So,
what do you think he was trying to do by doing that?
Prove a point. He's definitely proven a point. Look, it was a blip. The 7-0 was a blip. You look at how many opportunities, how many chances, shots on goal Liverpool had, and how many they actually scored. Normally, you score 1 in 3. Give or take, maybe 1 in 4. Liverpool scored almost every single shot, which is a little bit of an anomaly, So Ten Hag came out in one of his press conferences and said, look, it's a blip. It's a bit of a blip. I'm not looking too deeply into it. These things happen. I'm not happy with it, but these things happen. I would expect to see very much the same team starting again, just because he trusts them. Yeah. There are a couple of players in there floating around that I'm not 100% certain on. Still need a bit of convincing. Like Anthony.
Name.
Yeah, Anthony. I think he's got all the flair, but his end result in the final third is not always where you expect it to be, what you want it to be for somebody that costs as much as he has. He doesn't go past players enough for me. He always cuts back in on his left foot. So as a defender, you would look at that and say, right, what am I going to do with this guy? He's got a little bit of pace. He's got trickery. Right, I'm going to show him down the line on his right foot because he's not going to do much. He's going to go down the line. He's going to cut back and give it to Dalot or give it to Wan-Bissaka or someone. Mm-hmm. He's relatively straightforward to play against. Mm. I would want him to improve that, be a little bit more gutsy, take the player on, go one-on-one with the player, get past him, and then show us what you're all about.
Will they have seen the result last night, that win, as an opportunity to put last weekend's to the side now and actually just now reset, pick up where they left off before the game at Anfield, Darren? And, before that, they had such an intense set of fixtures. Mm. Last night was their 43rd game of the season, so this will be their 44th match. And as Jermaine has pointed out, he doesn't make many changes to his side. So the team were looking a little bit tired at Anfield as well. Is this a chance for them to just reset and start again for the season?
See, I want to say yes, but then you look at that graphic there, bottom left, and that's one. It's hard to say it's a blip because, they have lost 6 this season. They have lost by 4 this season. So they do have that in them. But
it's quite a long time ago, that,
Well, absolutely. And this is the reason why I think it might just be a freak result. But also, that stops me from saying that they will see it as an opportunity. I want to defer to you. You've played. So, and when you talk about the mentality, the player mentality, I want to listen to what you're saying. My head is saying to me that it was great management to play the side again against Betis, because he's effectively saying you got yourself into this situation, now you get yourselves out. I think there will be changes in the summer. I don't think Fernandes will be the captain at the start of next season. But I think he's doing it in a very sensible way, letting the season play out and then making that decision. But I do think that there will be a strong finish to this campaign for United, because the feel-good factor, in a way, the Europa League tie against Betis came at exactly the right time. The feel-good factor's back.
Yep.
You go into this weekend's game with the fans behind you. Rashford scored, Antony scored, Bruno in particular scored, and Wout Weghorst. Honestly, I've never been more pleased for any footballer scoring a goal than Wout Weghorst, because he's been derided by so many people, but Ten Hag trusts him. And he delivered on that trust on Thursday.
I don't think I've ever seen a player celebrate a 4-1 goal, a goal make it 4-1 the way he did, but it was brilliant. Right, let's take a...
Have one for Southampton. Just back on Bruno again, Aaron. Have you sensed this week that he's been fired up to prove people wrong? Is that something now he can take forward to kind of help his game going forward?
No, I think today he showed big personality by giving this performance. And leading the team, and yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
He seemed to enjoy, after getting the goal, he hands to his ears and stuff. I know he's done in the past too, but he seemed to be extra fired up tonight, as though he had a point to prove.
Yeah, but I think he has so much skills, and now scoring with his head from a corner. And I think he scores with right, with left, with his head. He's creating final passes, and I think. Of course, he's very happy when he scores a goal, because that's important, and then you can celebrate it. And he did in togetherness with his fans.
Yeah. Eric, you've said for a while now that you thought when Weghorst got one goal, a lot more goals would come. I mean, the crowd reacted brilliantly when he scored as well. Obviously, you'll be happy for him, but do you expect that to give Weghorst that confidence, and he can go on now and add to your goal scoring?
Well, I think, as you see, he is often in the right position, then he fails, but he keeps going, and so he showed great personality and character, and so not only in this game, but I think also in this game he could already have early on his goal, but he keeps focused, he keeps working, he keeps putting himself in the right positions, and finally he got his goal and his reward.
Rob.
Eric, just on Anthony Martial, is there any chance that he might be able to play on Sunday? And do you have to be extra cautious with him now, because he's been brought back so many times and then had a setback?
Yeah, but I think all the time we had a good plan, and yeah, it worked. Till now, not always good, but yeah, he's on his way back. He's back in training, but we will be cautious. Yeah.
Jamie.
David De Gea's kicking tonight wasn't great. Is that something which you want him to improve upon, and can he actually improve upon it? Because it has been a weakness of his game throughout his United career, his kicking, passing out from the back.
Oh, from today I can't ignore, but I think we have seen many games he did really well, and I don't know why or what the reason today was. There was a lot of wind. It's a different ball. Probably had some problems with that, but I know he can deal with it, and he will do Sunday better.
So you have no sort of general concern about his kicking?
We work on that, but David is working on that, but I think we have seen in the season that he is improving, and he will keep improving. I'm sure.
Laurie.
Just talking about Eric, he's started all 15 games since we signed him at the moment.
Who?
Bout,
yeah.
Did you expect to have him play as much as that, and he doesn't even come out of the team in rotation, he sort of starts every game?
Yeah, because he's physical capable to play a lot of games. He's very fit player, and he recovers very good. And did I expect? I expect that he would play a lot, but obviously we have an injury with Anthony Martial, so that's obvious that he had. That's the main reason. He's playing every game from start to almost well. If as a striker or as a number 10 in the midfield, it's also bringing good performance.
What did you see in him to put him in that role as number 10?
What do I say?
What did you see in him to put him in that role?
Seeing him. I think he has intelligence from positions. He's very good anticipator. I tell him to linking up there, what he is also doing as a high striker, but in that position, linking up and getting in front of the goal. when crosses coming in. And for the rest, also there, the defending part, he's very good in it.
Paul.
Can I just ask you a question about Christian Eriksen? We saw him at Wembley celebrating with the team. How's he doing in his recovery, and when do you think he'll be? Do you think he's got a chance of playing again this season?
I think he will play, definitely. But I can't tell now an expectation. But I think his progress in the rehab is okay. It's going according plan, and so we will see him, but not before the international break.
And do you try to keep him involved with the team talks, etc., just to keep him, as part of the group and feel out?
Yes, he is. But of course, his main focus is in this moment to get back as soon as possible, because we need all the players.
Simon.
Eric, Southampton have had a difficult season. What do you make of them? And mentality's been key tonight, making sure you bounce back. How important is it to keep that mentality?
Definitely. We have seen, I think 2 weeks ago, Southampton beat Chelsea away. So we have to play an outstanding performance on Sunday to beat Southampton. And at the bottom, it's very close.